last day that the Most High has. Blessings, 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 shalom, blessings on you and your children and your household. Shalom, blessings, blessings, blessings. Why you steady saying that? Because we need the Most High. We need to lean more on that spirit of the Most High than more so on ourselves. Because I sit here and I don't know why I keep watching TV. The more I watch TV, the more I realize just how far steep this nation, the spirit of this nation is into sin. What is sin? Sin is rebellion of the law. Sin, according to the Bible, is rebellion of God's law. Then I listen to how they talk about that. I know some of y'all don't know no better. You think that's the only way you can communicate, but I'm saying even to my so-called Negro brothers and sisters, it doesn't matter what he say about me or what I say about him. What matters is whether or not I'm in tune with the Most High. Am I aligned with Yahuwah, God of this world, of all the worlds, the universe, the one and true and living God? Or am I aligned with the world and their gods? When I hear y'all come on here, and it's going to convict both sides, it don't matter, because both sides are guilty. When I hear them talking about, well, they start giving off statistics. These are church people, right? Supposedly church people. Supposedly people who love our God, the God of Israel. He's not the God of Europeans. I don't care which family of Europeans the Gentiles come out of. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is not your God, because we can see the spirit on you. Even through your Christians, it don't matter who it is, which religion you're part of. Speak. What they will have a working understanding of the word, where they will know God's word. And knowing God's word, that's the deal breaker. That's the difference maker. Because you're not, when you speak about people, and you can tell, you can say what you want to say, but a lot of people will ignore this, but that's why I don't follow church. Churches are of the world. Churches are not of the kingdom of heaven. Now, you would think black people's churches are, but they not. Think about it. Neither one. These are places of segregation. I just sat there and listened to a white man. He's like, yeah, they will have. And another one asked him, do you think black people can join your church? He's like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But the deal breaker is, once you get into the assembly and you know, you getting used to operations, how they operate, you learning, you know, you're learning about the church. You know what this dude said? You might have a problem, because the way that they live and the way that we, you know, talk to the Most High is different. You're going to be able to live your culture in our church. And I'm like, okay, I understand. I'm not prejudiced. I'm not being prejudiced. I'm making a distinction. So white people will know when black people are speaking, and you got white people that are God's people, and you have some black people. A lot of us that are God's people. We never had a government on this earth outside of praying to God. So you know, even in our worst times, you know, y'all get away with a lot of stuff. Whether it's righteous or not. Y'all just get away with a lot of stuff. Being that y'all are in these positions of power, right? You have the power to make a decision, but you think we don't know better, family? Y'all better wake up. Same deal with their church. Dude, like, y'all not gonna be able to live your culture. I'm like, neither side's supposed to be living their culture. What is European culture? What is black culture? You supposed to let that culture go and take on kingdom culture. Now, it just so happen to be the black people you're talking about are the people in the book that you're reading about. We know it's not them. Let's be honest. God is a God of truth, right? That's what we have to go off of. There is no you black, I'm white. No. That's not kingdom. That's how I know their religions are false. Now you can argue and no. And for you black ass people that like to say, well, black people do stuff worse than them, you the worst. You the gatekeeper. You the people hey, they'll talk about what the enemy doing from the other nations, right? But to show you their true colors, as soon as they say that things about what the enemy doing, they'll instantly say, well, black people did something. Ain't nobody ask you shit about what black people did. This ain't about black people. You know what I'm saying? It's about the persecution of black people. And some persecution of European people. But it's only happening because all these people are not everybody, but a lot of y'all phony. Y'all playing church. And the Most High ain't established no church. He established his temple. People keep talking about synagogues. Even the Hebrews don't know no damn thing. I'm like, because when you think about it, the Most High is the one who gave Solomon the blueprint on how he wanted the temple constructed, right? Not that he was moving from heaven to come here. No. So all that shit with the Gentiles and all these big old pretty buildings they building, it don't matter. I'm talking about the one y'all call Arab too. Them over there in Saudi Arabia, Mecca. Them is Gentiles too. Them in Iran, everybody so happy about them Gentiles. The Persians are Gentiles, family. The Medes are Gentiles. Do your research. Are these the people that come from that time era? Might not be all, but I guarantee you some probably. But these are Gentile nations. The Most High said Jerusalem, where he chose to put his name, will be trodden down of Gentiles. So anybody in their land right now, we know, it might be some major patronage. It went back and established land there as the descendants of Israel, the true and living. Did y'all know that? They over there. The only time you hear about them is when trouble. Some form of trouble. The people who say, the Europeans who say, you know what I'm saying, they God's people. And from what I'm seeing over there, I don't think so. That's why they on here talking about the black youth are a problem to the people over there in Israel. The Israelis, let me say that, the Jewish people. When have the black youth become, other than, okay, you may have an incident with them, yeah, but other than me seeing brothers and sisters some questions pertaining to the Bible, black people don't even think about their ass. You know what I'm saying? White people, y'all got a hell of an imagination. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Y'all want us to be fascinated with your ass, but we don't think about your ass. With no disrespect, we don't think about y'all ass like y'all try to work out, try to make it seem. Black people don't think about y'all ass. Black people trying to overcome the goddamn system y'all put on our ancestors. We learn to make sense out of this shit so we can overcome it. That's the fight. Y'all the motherfucking problem. Excuse my French, but I gotta tell the truth. Every day I see black preachers on tablets like they scared to light the Hebrews right now in the uproar to fed price. He won't say the people over in that land are Revelation 2 and 9 and Revelation 3 and 9. He won't just come on here and say, well, the people that's in the book are the same people. They ain't doing their research to show you that the Britons, the French, the Dutch, the Portuguese, the Spaniards, all these European nations are the nations that came out of who? Greece and Rome, right? They not gonna tell you that. And these the same people run around blowing every motherfucking other nation up, occupying people's land, and they want you to think that they God's chosen people. What God they serve? That's not the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I know that for a fact. I can read, brothers and sisters. I'm not coming, and y'all people get their panties in a bunch because you don't do your research. Not even your fucking preachers. They sad. They will not tell you them people are not the people of the book. Why? Because they own every motherfucking thing you use. And the moment they tell them that shit, tell us the truth in they so-called church building. And back to that, the Most High gave Solomon specific detail on how he wanted the temple to look, that he would tabernacle with his people in. The temple. He didn't build no churches or no synagogues. Where's the dream to that? Where's the word that he sent to Solomon to tell him to build that? So when I hear Europeans, no matter which ones, they all Europeans, family, they Gentiles. So when I hear them talking all this and boasting and bragging on how they been keeping history, you might have been keeping history. You're the ones who are the conquerors. You conquered the lands. You're not the ones who got conquered. The Bible tells us. That's why they reject the Bible. They don't read the Bible. They don't believe the Bible. They'll tell you some false wickedness about the Mashiach. Like, Christ ain't the Mashiach. They telling you that because he a Negro. He a Hebrew, a Negro from the tribe of Judah. Them Romans, remember, the German people, the Turkish and German people are the nation of Japhetic group, same people as the Britain. They cousins. These the same families. Different families, but the same nation. Different families of the same nation. They the ones who conquered the Romans. They cousins. The Europeans. They conquered them people. So how they gonna conquer people and be the people who are subject because of their disobedience to God? I hear them talking like that rabbi who run around talking about I don't know his name, but I heard them. I paid them, kept no attention. They want no attention. You know what I'm saying? They can say what they want to say, but the fact of the matter is their spirit don't line up with the word. They ain't them people. And that's just it. You got black people who go along with the shit. They're trying to sell it, but that shit ain't selling. I wouldn't care how many black people go along with it. Like, they quick to tell us some shit about, oh, I don't know about them Hebrew Israelites from America. All they know is skin color. I don't know skin color. I know the spirit of the Most High. And his spirit happened to be on the people that have my skin color. The people you listening to and following, they don't follow the God of Israel. They think they the God of Israel. Their God is money, family. They drop bombs. They don't drop prayers. While y'all run around talking about these people talking about skin color, they the ones who, it was a German who made up the race classification. Like, do y'all read? And then y'all get so sanctimonious in your religion and come on here and just, y'all throw the baby away with the bathwater. Like, what the hell? Y'all don't do no research. Because y'all went to their schools. They're the ones with the publishing companies who was writing the book and translating. Look up English. English is a Germanic language. That's why they got the drop on shit. Because they know who you are. And it's not about knowing who, it's about your spirit. It's about your spirit. If you align your spirit with the Most High God, and how will I know you're keeping His commandments? It's gonna show up in your spirit. You know what color you are, and you ain't gonna be doing no wicked shit against people, because what they be saying about us, you shouldn't be saying, and what we be saying about them, we shouldn't be saying. It's not of the Most High. Yeah, tell the truth. Speak what's written. But in context, I don't have to come on here every day talking about, oh, they not the people, they to and that. No, that's not the sermon. That's not the mission. The mission is to establish the kingdom. So whatever either party speaking, it should be aligning with the kingdom. It shouldn't be aligning with no political party or this group or that group. Those eyes are spirit. They gonna have you confused. They ain't. It ain't happening. I'm sorry, you. That don't that don't validate what the Most High established. The word is the truth, and it just is what it is. They the people, and let me warn us that are. If all your speaking is, if all your speaking to others is steeping, oh, the white man not the people, the white man not, that's not kingdom. You not operating as sons of God neither. We know who spirit is aligned with God. We got to remind us of that every day. And there's some white people that do align with the Most High. All people on the earth have a covenant with their Creator, but all ain't chosen to represent the kingdom. Like, you got these run around talking about they God's chosen people. No, brother. You lying. I'll tell you in your face, you're lying. I don't care how much money you got. You're lying. I'll show you in the Bible. Don't no man word supersede the Bible. They wrote a bunch of them. They're the publishers. Ask them why did they do that. If they wanted his name to be sacred, then you should have put it in one book and kept the same illustration running. But then we have to take the time to read the books. They didn't write nothing. They translated your information. They ass don't come out of Africa. Israel was formed in Africa. I don't give a shit what they say or what they got. They can't even exist in Africa. Africa will burn their ass up out of there. So stop with the bullshit. Tell the truth. The natural forces, the natural elements that the Most High created will run your ass up out of Africa. White people, you know this. So stop telling people that's your native land. Because you know that's where, when the Most High gave his people a covenant, that's where they came out. Yeah, some of y'all was there. Yes, Japhet was there. But it was majority Ham and Shem. It wasn't y'all. Y'all came in conquering later. Keep it a buck, man. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm not gonna play with y'all on here. This ain't the conversation you really want to have, but you gotta have, so we can establish the truth, family. You gotta tell the people the truth. Don't get mad if they fire you. Okay, that's cool. Start your own business. Don't start no campaign talking about what they did and just stay stuck there every day. No, go and compete. Yeah, warn your brothers and sisters so they won't make the same mistake as far as looking for their jobs, because there's gonna come a time when you gotta tell them the truth, family, and they ain't gonna want to hear it. 20 minutes? Okay, that's long enough. That's a long enough video. The point, let me land. When I'm speaking about the kingdom, that I'm a son of the Most High, chosen outside of the covenant that's given to all his creation. And all men ain't his creation, family. That's a fact. I don't care what they say. You better open that book and read it yourself. Just because a person older don't mean they got the light. That don't mean they got the knowledge. Light is knowledge. Pure knowledge of God's word. that you set yourself apart to go and study daily so you will know. And you take it back to the ancient Hebrew. Even if you got to make a stop through the in their native language, they wouldn't have to shift the language to fit their language if it was their native language. It ain't native to them, then who the hell is it native to? Don't tell me no shit about just the Indians. Get the hell out of here. They ain't the first people on this earth. No disrespect to them, but you gotta tell their ass the truth too. They think they some big shit like they bigger than us. Who's your dad? Gotta wake y'all ass up. We ain't going with that narrative, and I'm not going with the narrative that don't know other nations have a say in the kingdom. That's bullshit. That ain't what the Most High established. He gave you one law for his people and for the strangers, and we're all to follow the same instructions. That's the law he gave us to rule down here in the land. I'm stuck on the spiritual law. Everything Christ spoke connects you to the Father. When you see him, you seen the Father. So what he speaks is greater than what he gave Moses. Don't get caught up in that, family. We're the sons of God. You should know. Don't get stuck on what he gave us down here. Get stuck on heavenly things. He said, be like your Father. When he's speaking, it's like you seeing your Father because he is. 1 John 5:7. A lot of them don't understand that. Y'all listen to these groups talking about they the only ones with the truth, this and that. They the only ones know how to assemble your ass and collect all your money. But what are you building? Are you building the kingdom where all souls that confess that they love him can come to? Hell no. So that's part and partial. It's like I'm saying, you got a black church, you got a white church. That ain't God's church. God is tabernacle with people in your heart, in your spirit. Yeah, it's gonna be a new Jerusalem. But think about it. It's gonna be just like in the garden. Instruction of what his tabernacle is built like is right there. Read the book. We didn't let these people come in and tell us all this bullshit now and we didn't research and learn the truth. You think yes, we are a problem to Jewish people. We the truth. That's the problem. All this time, we ain't fucking with them people. Yeah, okay, black people speak on what's going on with the Palestinians, but I don't got nothing against Palestinians, but they ain't the people of the land neither. They came in later too. Them the people that came in with the Assyrians. That's why the Jewish people don't like them. They know who the fuck they is. Remember, Israel was taken out of that land during the Assyrian captivity. You got two different kingdoms. The kingdom of Judah, southern kingdom, that's where Christ came from. Christ looked like you and me, family. Adam is a black man. You won't gotta make nothing up and lie on the Bible to try and steal nobody's so-called heritage. This is kingdom heritage. This don't got nothing to do with no damn people. Although the people don't want to be in there. Because from the likes of what I'm hearing, it don't matter if you're black or white. All I hear is something that's pertaining to what y'all doing. You ain't operating according to God's law. He gave you two. Love your neighbor, believe on the name of the Messiah, mysteries and oracles of the word in spirit and in truth. We unlocking what's in the kingdom, family. All these people, I don't care if you black or white. If what you speaking ain't bringing the people under one common, ain't no black culture. You can't come in here with your black culture. Or you can't, you big dummy, the people of the book are black people. Israel was formed in where? Y'all kill me. Like they like to say, oh, Jesus ain't had no color. He look like everybody. You a lying, delusional freak. Is you crazy, retarded? It's describing him in the book, Daniel 7 and 9. Revelations 1, start at verse 13. Hair like wool, you might not accept it, but we do, because you don't accept the standard. We ain't following you, we following the book. Which one you gonna follow, family? Go read Revelation chapter 1. It describes Jesus as being, and even these black people, that's why I say, all their doctrines about Christianity, some group, It's not about the kingdom, the spirit operating in you and me. You have to go through them. You know what I'm saying? They churches are segregated. Where in the kingdom is it segregated? That's bullshit. I'm telling you, I'm calling bullshit. You shouldn't listen to him. His mouth. Yes, because you full of shit. Somebody gotta tell you. Y'all full of shit. And I'm gonna tell my elders too. Y'all ain't doing your due diligence. You can't just keep locking on with the world and their systems. You have to do your due diligence, my elders. Just because everything that glitter ain't gold, family, I tell you the truth. Yes, religion, y'all don't know. That's been the worst thing they could have ever did to us. Y'all follow religion, I follow God's word, family. I don't care what they say. I love my parents. But if you don't do your due diligence on your own, I can't follow what you're talking about now. I have to pray for you, but I got to walk on the right hand side of his majesty, where we are seated in heavenly places. I'm not letting my crown go for none of y'all. I love y'all, but hell no. Y'all want the world. Y'all want Democrats, Republicans. Give me God. Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. I'm a Jesus freak. You know what I'm saying? I know his Hebrew name is Yahushua, but I'm going to speak just so y'all can understand. I'm a Jesus freak. I talk about the Bible all day, every day, because that's the law, which is the instruction that's going to allow us to overcome these heathens. The earth was given to the hands of the wicked because Adam rejected the power and authority we had in the beginning. Who is this Christ? He's the second Adam. So what did he bring back? Matthew 4 said he told us the kingdom is back. I brought it back. I brought back your authority. What makes you think he has the authority to bring down here? Because the Father said it in Isaiah 9 and 6. And the government shall be up on his shoulders. Who? The kingdom government. What that mean? The king's dominion. Crazy. He's the king of kings. So he's coming with the dominion of the Father. You don't believe the Father can do what he wants with his spirit? A lot of y'all don't, because y'all don't even accept that he was heavenly spirit in it. That's what it needs. Your church represents division. It don't bring us together under one common accord to worship the Father. So you can keep that. I'm over here. You dig? I'm with the Most High with it. And it ain't gonna look like nothing y'all got going on. But you can test the spirit for yourself and see. You can test the spirit. I invite all. That's what this channel is for. To raise the conscious. To let you know who we are. And I ain't going back. I ain't gonna rebel. I ain't going against the word, family. Y'all can. You can follow them if you want to. They can come to the conclusion, oh, they prejudiced. No, I might be a little prejudiced, but I'm not. Hell no, I'm not gonna deny nobody. The devil is a lie. And black people stop listening to that shit. They trying to gaslight you. They the ones who prejudice. We accept everybody as. I see videos. If we so prejudiced, why y'all reaching out to us to help balance the scales of what y'all fucking up? They supposed to be the chosen and this and that. They can't even run the goddamn system right. They on here whining about what they ain't got. Y'all done had a 450-year head start. That's because you don't have Christ in your life. That's the problem. You want Democrats and Republicans. That's what you want. You want secret societies with secrets. Hiding and doing shit. No, y'all shouldn't be doing. Then when they cut you off, it's, oh, black people help us. What's going on? What was black people where when y'all was making these damn decisions to do all this stupid shit? You know, black people would have told you. And I don't got nothing against white people. I'm just telling the truth. Y'all the one fucking up the earth right now. And have always been. Ain't no black people messing up shit. That's y'all. It's some black people supporting y'all and they're guilty like that because they slow. A lot of them scared. They ain't gonna challenge you. I'm gonna challenge your ass with a heart of love, but with the ferocity of really challenging your ass. Compete against your ass, against your system, on everything. I'm gonna show your ass. And people be on me every day, like, all you gotta do is no, that's all the fuck you gotta do. I'm doing what the Father told me to do, family. He told you to tear down spiritual wickedness in high places. What they doing is wicked. We ain't stuck there. I got these new presents. Let me put a shirt on. This woman swear you trying to pose. The lady told me some shit about some. I took a shower, I had the camera, rolling the camera, doing a video. Let me get in there and take it. I'm like, no, you might just want to go in there and take a shower because you're a freak. But I never had no camera running, recording shit. Not even when I'm using the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I ain't thirsty to make no video like that. Yeah, you hear water because I be cleaning the tub and I be brushing my teeth and I clean things afterwards. Hold on, y'all.